Hey, good morning. Welcome back to the Pratte Gym. We've been at it for a while now, and we're going to be back in just a little bit with a preview of what's coming up on Pratte Tuesday night. And also, we've got some of the headlines of the day, and we'll be checking some sports news too. But I wanted to check in to talk about William Harris, who passed away recently at the age of 64. A lifelong Rochester native, graduated in 1972. Now, I never met him personally, but I felt the need to do this. Why? Because of the blood that I have in my veins that is Rochester. My mom and dad both born there. When you think of Beaver County, one way or the other, there's always that connection, right? Well, this man was the person behind the Harris Cleaning Services Company. This is a company that one way or another in my travels, and they have been many, I've either run into a friend who's worked for him or somebody that was using their services. And this is the truth. Believe me, people have the ability to just spill their guts when things aren't going good, right? Especially if you're a dear friend. But I've never heard anything but good things about this man and what his company did. He loved to make it spotless, and that truly was his mission. But he also, with his busy schedule running the company, still found time as a small business leader and an entrepreneur to be involved with the Rochester Area Joint Sewer Authority, the Beaver County United Way. He was also a member of the Rochester Library that he had such passion for, and that's a great little library right there on Adams Street in Rochester. And I also found out that my dear friend George Johnson, a buddy of his, they played a lot of rounds of golf together, and George had nothing but wonderful things to say about him. And another Rochester native, Ted Coppola, telling me last night how he was related to the Bacon family, another name that I know. And being that there were a lot of Pratts in Rochester for many years because of my godfather and my aunt having 11, and they grew up on Pennsylvania Avenue, and they were scattered throughout the years as far as graduating from Rochester High School. So I'm sure some of the older members of that family and my cousins are well aware of this man who passed away at such a young age. I don't have answers why that happens. Nobody does. But all you can do is just keep moving forward and send your thoughts and prayers out to his beloved wife, Lorraine, his son and daughter, and 4 grandchildren. And I do know this because I have such respect for the William Murphy Funeral Home that they are handling the services Thursday at 2 o'clock until 8 in the evening, and he will be buried at Sylvania Hills Cemetery. That it'll be done in a very respectful way, and people will have a chance to bereave and to share stories about this amazing man. This is what always amazes me about someone who becomes successful in business, especially in a town like Rochester or anywhere in Beaver County. They always like to pay it forward and to give back. And, you know, when many could kind of be resting and enjoying life, they just continue to go full steam ahead because they feel as though, and I can understand that if the region that you're from has given you an opportunity to put the ball on the tee, you want to hit it right down the fairway as many times as you can. And know this, he loved the game of golf, but in the game of life, he did nothing but hit it right down the middle of the fairway every time. This was an amazing man. And how do I know that? Because his friends told me, and that's good enough for me.